Hello and welcome to a tutorial in Planet Coaster 2. Now, if you read the name of this video, you probably have an idea what's going on, but if you look in the background, you can see a sushi restaurant that I've been working on, and we're going to come back to that because that plays a massive role in the inspiration for what I have discovered in the game. So this is a little exploit, or tip, or trick, or however you want to call it, to make the motors that come with the game work to how you want them to work. You'll see what I mean in a second. Come on. So, this is the piece that I'm on about. The moving platform. Rotational. I started to try and think of what could we use this for to bring our scenery to life. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could turn one of these into a conveyor belt? And that's where the idea for a sushi restaurant was born. So I had the idea that if we were to attach enough pieces around this, we could make it go around in a circle to where it was going to be a conveyor belt. So I've just come into first person mode to show you where my initial idea was. However, this rotating piece is set to the slowest setting that I could possibly set it to. It's set to slow, and that is way too fast to look realistic. So I have had to play about with it and thought, well, what if we were to put one rotating platform on top of the other? If we spun one in one direction and one in the other, the speeds don't perfectly match, because if you were to put one slow forward and one slow reverse, you would expect that to cancel each other out, but the reverse is just slightly slower than the forward. So if you put one going one way and one going the other way, it creates this really slow and natural effect, and for me that was perfect to make a conveyor belt. So that's got me thinking, let's make a sushi restaurant. And look at these little pieces of sushi. If you use a scaling tool on the right things, you can literally make anything. Like, those sushi rolls there are just two full stops. There's obviously one slightly smaller than the other. But literally you can make anything with this scaling tool. So, this is the restaurant. Obviously without the roof on. I've saved a copy of it without the roof on so that we could go in and have a little look. But I've managed to make it come to life simply by just having a rotating conveyor belt in the middle. Like, I made these booths, and they are functional because they are benches sitting under there. It has this conveyor belt going round and delivering food to the tables. I think this is amazing. Like, I built this in my water park area, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fit this into the park. This was just a proof of concept, and I just rolled with it, and we've ended up here. But inside of the sushi restaurant is the conveyor belt. But I don't think this is just going to limit us to doing sushi. I think this whole concept with the conveyor belts opens up a whole load of new possibilities. You'll see in a sec. Watch. What if we were to open up tube stations? Get it? Tube stations? But an automatic rotating conveyor belt where guests can pick up their tubes from. It adds that little extra element of realism in. If you were to put this at the top of the slide, or the bottom of the slide, or next to the lazy river, you know, somewhere it would be automatically collected. I don't know, I just think my brain's done a thing and just rolled with it. But the fact of slowing down those mechanisms to make it more of a slow pace, more realistic, I think that opens up so many more opportunities. What about, like, I don't know, midway games where you've got the hooker duck, you can make the ducks go around really slowly. I think the whole idea of slowing it down for realism is great, but I do think the speed on these should just be a toggle anyway. But that is how we ended up building a sushi restaurant with a working conveyor belt in the middle. I'm really proud of this restaurant. But yeah, leave a comment down below if you can think of other ways that we can use this, and I'll give it a go building it, because I think this is a really ingenious technique, and I think the possibilities are actually going to be endless with this. So if you think of any ideas, please leave a comment below. Oh, ended it. But yeah, please leave a comment below and we will look at how we can implement this into the park. Peace out.